Hello guys, welcome to Engineering Tubes, where engineering is made easy. In the last video, we have seen how to make first application we made is login application. Then we have modified this application and transform it into a simple calculator application. And as I told you, in this video we are going to see how to make this beautiful looking calculator, which is not only real world looking application, but it is very close to default Android or Windows calculator. Right? So let's start it. So let's see what are the functionalities of this calculator. Let's say 14 plus 28, and now we can do cascading operations over here. So let's say into, so it will be 42 into 3 divided by 8. So as you can see, this text box will show latest result, and this text box will hold the current value and press equal to. Yes, you will get the result in floating point operations also. So our first task is to create its front end, that is its UI. So if you can think, all these are nothing buttons. So we have total 16, 17, 18 buttons we will require. Then we need this one text box and this one text box, right? So we need 18 buttons and 2 text boxes. Then here it is name and logo of form, and the background color of form and background colors of button. And one more, if you click on the button, yes, you can see when we click on the button, its background color is changing. So we have to create a UI design for all this. Okay, so let's start with a new project. So we have created a new project. Here it is our blank form. So first we will configure this form. What we have to do, we have to change this text, then logo. So how we can change the text? I hope now you know. Just go to its property and text property. Here it is. Yes, and let's say calculator. Yes. Then how to change logo? Go to its icon property. And we have to select .ico file. Yes. Done. So we have our beautiful looking logo here. Now we have to change its background color, right? So just go to background color property of this form. Yes. Here you can see we can use only the limited colors over here, which is by default created by Visual Studio only. But if we want different color to use as a background color, there is a very good exe or application, you can say, that name is justpicker.exe. Just go to Google, search for justpicker. You will get some cnet.com link. Download that software, and here it is, justpicker. So what we will do, what justpicker will do actually. So just click on here. Yes. Now what we want this color as our background color. Okay. So put your mouse on the color which you want and just press Alt X. Yes. So we will get the RGB value of that color in here. So we don't want HTML value, we want RGB value. Just go to and yes. So here it is RGB value 59, 59, 59. Just copy that value. Yes, copy. And paste it on back color. Yes, just paste and press enter. So we will get our background color. Okay, so this is super simple. You can use any color what you want from any application, right? So we have developed this form. Just go to our calculator. Yes. So if you can see, we don't have any minimize or maximize window here. How we can do that? It's also a property of form. Don't worry. Just go to form and its property, maximize box. Yes. So set it to false. Same for minimize box. Yes, set it to false. So what it will do, it will remove these two icons. Now next what we have to do, yes, output. If you can see, we can change its size by dragging the mouse. Okay, we don't have that option. So how we can do this? It is also a property. So just go to form and the property name is form border style and select fix single option from there. What it will do, it will remove that dragging element from your form. Okay, so just save and let's run how our form is looking. So here our form is ready. Yes. Okay. But as you can see, the default position of that form after opening is slightly on the left side. We want this form to be open on exactly center. Okay. So what we can do, just go to its property, just close this, go to property and default position. Yes, starting position, yes. And select that property and give it center screen. So it will open the form exactly in your center. Okay. Yes, this, let's run the form and let's see. Yes. So we have our form background ready. Now what we have to do, we have to drag and drop 18 buttons on that form and arrange them buttons accordingly. Okay. Done. Okay, so we have created 18 buttons and arranged them accordingly. Okay, now what we have to do, first thing, we have to change all buttons text property. So numbers and operations and clear, then zero and dot will be there in the text property. And second, we have to change all buttons name property, right? So just first select this button. Yes, its text will be 1. Yes, and its name will be let's say button 1. Button 1. Okay. One important thing here. Let's write it 1 underscore button. Okay. And we will see how it will go. Yes. Property value is not valid. Why? Because if you think, okay, this name means ID of that button is nothing but a variable which we are using in the backend, and we know what are the variable declaration rules. Variable name can't start with number. That's why name also can't start with 1 underscore button. It has to start with a character. That's why keep this thing in mind, and button underscore 1 will be valid name. Okay. So we have configured all the buttons. Remember, we create this button blank. It will be used afterwards. Okay. Now it is not necessary. Now just resize the form. Okay. So yes. Perfect. Save and let's say what will be the output. Okay. So we have our basic form ready with all buttons. All buttons are clickable. Yes. Okay. Now go to our output. Yes. Friends, here one thing is very important. Make a note of that. Here we are showing what your output should look like. Okay, because we have already developed this application. But when you are creating your own application, this output should be your in mind. Okay, so just get pen and paper, draw this output on pen and paper first, and then develop your front end accordingly. Okay, so yes, then what we will need, we need two text boxes for displaying this result and storing the previous result. So now what we will do, we will drag and drop two text boxes over these buttons, right? So just now we have our form ready, but if you can see, this is still not good looking because the interface or front end of all UI elements is default one declared by Visual Studio. Now we have to configure all these elements. So you can see the four color of all buttons are black, and this operation buttons four color is gray, and font color of text is white. So let's select all these buttons except operation buttons and go to its background color property and just type 0, 0, 0. 0, is RGB value for black, and 255, 255, 255 is RGB value for white. Correct? Okay. So all our buttons will be black, and set its four color property. Yes, to 0, 0, 255, 255, 255. Correct. So we have background and our four color. So select these four elements. So now it's four color. Now what we want? We want gray color, right? So we have gray color in our start menu. So we have this color as gray color. So let's just open JPicker. Yes. Move mouse to your this color, and just press Alt X. Yes, we have that color. Just select that color, upper color, and copy. Yes, and paste it as a background color for all our operations. Perfect. And four color will be same white color. Perfect. Then we want different color for equal to, right? We want blue color. So where we can get blue color? So let's say open the star. Yes, we have this color as blue color. So we will copy this color. Yes. And text will be, four color will be white. Done. इतना कर लिया है, नहीं किया है तो पॉज करो वीडियो, यहां तक कर लो, फिर आगे बढ़ेंगे, राइट? So just save and run the form, and let's compare with our desired output. Okay, what are the differences? See, first main difference is font size. Here font size is larger than default font size. So we have to make font size larger. Second, if you can see, we don't have any border colors for button or any border for button. So we have to remove that border also. Okay. So let's get back to our design and do those things. So just select all the buttons, or select all UI elements. Actually, we want, yes, select all UI elements, and there will be property font. Yes, font. Yeah. Yes, just select and let's increase that font. 24 will be okay, I think. Yes, okay. Yes, we got our font size. Next, what we want, we don't want any border colors, right? Done. Next task is remove this border color. So select all buttons and just go to that flat style property. It is by default standard. Just change it to flat. So it will be flat and click on this plus icon on flat appears and set border size to 0. So there will be no border to all these buttons. Okay, just save and let's see how it will work. Okay, so just compare with our desired output. Yes, so we got almost same and just we want these two text boxes should not look like white. Okay, so we have to change its background color, right? So what will be the background color? Same color that is the font background color. So it will not look like different text boxes. So just go to properties of form. Just select this form. Yes. Go to its background color. Yes, copy that background color and paste it to all two text boxes background color property. Perfect. And we also don't want this border of text box. So there will be property border style. Yes, and select that and just none. None. Okay, so I think we have completed our UI element part. Let's see. Check. Yes, now it is looking like very similar. Let's see what are the differences remaining. We have by default 0 over here and in our current output we have blank. So we have to change this text box text property to 0 and one another thing, if we click on this, so this is our desired output, right? So just see the button color. Okay, so this is we can say dark gray color and if we click on this, it is very light gray color. So we want to change this color also. Okay, so just close the output. Yes. So select this text box, go to its text property. Yes, we want 0 over there. Okay, so 0 is coming over. We want core color of this text box is white. So just go to its core color and yes, select. So select white color. Yes, white. Then we want this 0 as right align. Okay, we don't want as a left align. So just go to text align property. Yes, by default it is left. Just align right. Okay. Now select all these buttons. Those background color is black. Right. Yes. Then go to its flat style, flat appearance. Yes, here you can see mouse down background color. We have to change that color. So what was its back color? Black. That is 0, 0, 0. So let's just write over there. Let's say 15, 15, 15. That will be dark gray color, right? Now select all these four buttons. Okay, see what is background color 50, 50, 50. So it will be around 70, 70, 70 will look great. So same flat appearance 70, 70, 70. Right, and go to this equal to color. Now we have to write light blue color. Okay, so this is R, G and B. So we have to change the B property to get light blue color, right? So it will be 25, 133, let's say 235 will be okay. Okay, now let's see how it is looking. Let's run the form. Just click. Yes, good looking. Yes, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Perfect. So our front end is ready. First task is completed. Now let's see how we can code it for the back end.